亚洲金融论坛2020汇聚超过3500名环球政商领袖。阿拉伯联合酋长国的代表表示，投资机遇及业务联系至为重要。
Undersecretary, thanks indeed for joining us here at the Asian Financial Forum 2020. Why did you decide to come to the forum in Hong Kong?
We have been invited by the Hong Kong authorities to participate and represent my country, United Arab Emirates. And in reality, we have a lot in common. We have also a lot that we could share. And we in the UAE are planning to develop further the financial services. And Hong Kong being a hub to that and the Far East, a hub to really attract talents. There are a lot of companies that operate within the services and the virtual banking, and UAE is just picking up on this sector. So for us to learn and to adopt some of the expertise and some of the knowledge is a key success, and we look forward for further cooperation with Hong Kong authorities.
There is an investment promotion and protection agreement actually between Hong Kong and the UAE. To what extent is this actually encouraging investment from the UAE through Hong Kong for the Asian region?
Investors are very well protected from the legal perspective and enhances a lot of cooperation in terms of flow of capital as well as attracting further. And we have seen a lot of investors coming to the East, in particular through Hong Kong itself. We feel that this treaty really enhances the cooperation further. We have seen one of the sovereign wealth fund opening up their offices in Hong Kong, and we encourage the private sector to capitalize on this treaty as well.
Do you also encourage Hong Kong companies to use the UAE for investment as well? That is in things like maybe infrastructure and investment across the board, both in the Middle East as well as in North Africa as well.
UAE really has developed itself being a hub to the region itself. We feel a lot of Hong Kong companies could capitalize on that and expand their businesses through the UAE to the Central Asia, to Africa, to Central and East of Europe.
How important is the Belt and Road Initiative in linking actually the UAE with Hong Kong, because both places are central really to this big initiative?
In today's world, we plan to capitalize on this initiative in terms of UAE being a logistical hub to the region. And UAE has an FDI law that allows 100% ownership of the foreigners. And we feel that UAE is very well equipped in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of the port facilities, in terms of the logistical center.
How do you view the AFF 2020? I mean, is this good for things like leadership, for corporate leadership and entrepreneurship and investment?
We have seen a lot of startup companies. I have seen a lot of business engaging with these startups. I have seen a lot of fund managers who are here to capitalize on the talented and the brain of the community itself. I think this is a real platform that connects the business with the talented people.
So it's a great place for networking in particular.
Excellent, yes.